Hi. Hi everyone. This is a video I I didn't think I was ever gonna make. Camden in honor. Yeah. Let's sip our coffee. I'm being a smart aleck, but hi everyone. This is a video to talk about some major changes going on, especially with me. Yeah. I'm announcing that today. I know I said I'd never leave. Yeah, I said I would never ever leave. But today, I decided to leave PalFish. It's been about 4 years since my journey began with PalFish, and right now, looking at my lights. I'm still. I had to work all night tonight, but yeah, 4 years ago, I started this amazing journey with this company, and I've got no regrets. I really don't. I have to tell you, my first 2 years with PalFish was just the most amazing experience, and I ran around screaming at the top of my lungs to anybody who would listen to me that, this is the greatest kept secret on the internet, and why isn't everybody doing this? And I fell in love with it, and it was the greatest place to work. The first 2 years were the most amazing time that I've had with PalFish, and I loved it. I loved getting up and go to. I worked almost 24 hours a day for alongside Miss Pat. Me and Miss Pat kind of had each other's backs, and held each other's hands, and we did pretty good. We had a great time, and it was a great run, but all great things at some point come to an end. And I wanted to make a quick video to at least put out there what my reasons are, because there's so much craziness right now going on at PalFish, and I really haven't said anything out loud, and I haven't, I speak to many of you privately, and I've shared my thoughts and my feelings, and I'm sad, it's sad to see something that started off so great kind of come to where it is now, and the unhappy environment that it has been this last week and a half, especially the crazy stuff. And I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is everybody's been leaving. Everybody who I knew, there's only a handful of people that still actually work there in the office, and that I know personally. All of our admins have left. Well, Joy's still there, and Tina's still there, and a handful of head teachers that I know are still there. So that's like a handful, but I haven't talked to Joy and Tina in 2 years since I saw them when I was in Beijing the last time in the office. And I've always had a great relationship with the people at PalFish. I always have. I got on an airplane and I went out there to go meet them, and that was probably, I had a good relationship with them, as much as you can over an internet connection. But when I actually was in their office and I got to spend a day with them and got to meet with them, they're people like everybody else. We all work for a corporation, and yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on at PalFish, and I don't have any explanations for it. But what I can tell you, my reasons. I've had a lot of things, and most of you who have worked with me have noticed that I have been almost non-existent for the last year on the app, and that's because I've had a lot of things going on in my family this last year, and my father passed away a little over a year ago. And then naturally, like everybody with COVID in the world, there's just family needs that have taken over. And I had to seriously pull back on my availability and my time with PalFish because my family needed me. So, for me, this was a process that started about a year ago. It's not based in just this crazy stuff that has affected everybody in the last couple of weeks here, with the shutting off messages and ending communication between students and teachers and parents and teachers. And now I literally, just like you guys, I read every day. I'm on Facebook. I can't help. I can't look away. It's like a train wreck that you can't take your eyes off of. But I just saw some teachers posting that even parents now are unable to message at all. And people are angry and people are upset. And And I get that too, because I feel that too. But that's not why I'm walking away. And I want to make that clear, because you know, I've always been really honest with everybody who I've ever talked to on this app. My personal life spiraled out, and my family needed me, and you know, and when that happens, you have to make those kind of hard choices. So I decided at that point, about a year ago, when all of my family things were going on, that I was going to focus on private teaching. I have always been I was a private teacher before I started with PalFish, and I just kind of increased my private business, and I leaned on that because I can see, you know, a small handful of children, and just focus on being a good teacher, and not have to teach, you know, 20 classes a day to make the same amount of money. And it frees me up to be a part of my family, yeah, and to live and to see the light of day once in a while. It's something that I haven't done. I work graveyard shift hours when I worked for PalFish, so I sleep all day long. I'm super pale. I haven't been out in the sun. It's summertime, and I barely ever get to see the light of day. So, you know, these were my driving decisions. That's not to say, you know, that there haven't been bumps and bruises over the year, but I gotta say, I have had an excellent, wonderful working relationship with this company from the time I started with them until the moment I said goodbye. It was very pleasant. I didn't burn any bridges. I didn't have a need to, you know. I feel like I can voice my opinions about the stuff that's going on without tying that to why I'm walking away from the OKC program. You'll notice I'm not booted off app. I'm still on the app. I think I'm listed on the free talk side. I don't have any time to give to anything right now. And I'm going to make another video about that, because I don't want to kind of combine the two. But you know what I want to say? I came onto PalFish determined to prove that it was horseshit. Excuse my language, but I was, you know, I mean, at this time when I started with them, that was the thing, you know, like online work wasn't really a thing, and trying to, you know, wrap your head around China's going to give me money to speak in English and talk to their kids. I couldn't believe it. And I was writing an article at the time, and I was going to prove that this was just a scam. And here I am 4 years later, and I'm saying goodbye to people that, oh my God, you guys, we've been through so much together. Like, we've been through every up and down that there is at PalFish to go up and down through. We've watched so many people that we've come to know and care about leave and move on and go on to better things. We've, you know, the admin group that many of us in the beginning, you guys remember, I was talking to Miss Pat about that recently. Back a couple of years ago when Joy and Tina and Jason and you know, when they would jump into that chat group and talk with us when there was downtime, and I don't know, it was a way different place 4 years ago. But you know, people change, companies change, everything changes. It is what it is. And as for me in my life, I'm moving forward. I have opened up a small school for private practice, and I'm just going to keep focusing on my private practice. And like I said, I'll make another video about that. I don't want to combine the two. I don't close the door behind me completely at PalFish, because I'm very eager to see what's next. Especially this after, well, I don't even, wow, right? Like the crazy crap from the last two. I don't even know what to say. I don't think anybody knows what to say. Like, the salaries, and you know, that was a big thing for me. I had to really, that was part of my decision. I need to be honest about that. You know, to a 40% salary cut is a huge big deal, especially if you live in the United States, and you get anywhere that's, you know, outside of Asia, or, you know, a handful of other countries. But yeah, Canada, these Western countries, where a lot of us live, it's expensive, and you can't survive on a minimum wage. And now that they've downgraded their pay scale to minimum wage, or less, I mean, depending on if you, and for me, like I said, I'm only working so few classes that it wouldn't be beneficial, you know, and yeah, and it doesn't meet my family's needs. And that's what it comes down to. It's just a realistic business decision, you know. I don't know too many people who live in the United States that can provide for their family on the new salary that that PalFish is offering. But, you know, like I said, there's a lot of people that don't live in the United States too. So, but we can do more videos on that in the future and talk that one into the ground. But yeah, the new pay scale sucks, and it's so bad that I've been racking my brains for a week on this decision. Do I want to stay? Do I want to go? I don't want to leave. The PalFish has been my home for 4 years, you know? But realistically, I have to think of my family. I have to think of my future. And so, you know, I made a big step forward. I took my private teaching that I've been doing for, like 6.5, 7 years now. And I expanded it, and I recently opened up a small school. So, I'm going to focus on that for a while and move forward in that direction. And yeah, I don't know what I got nothing with this new crazy stuff going on at PalFish. I don't know what to say because I don't understand it. Just like everybody else, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna wait, and I'm very, very curious to see what happens. I don't know why they cut the pay scale. I really don't. You know, I mean, I know that they're going through their regulation things and you know, the desire to, what did they say, add third babies to families and make that kind of changes. But yeah, I'm not Chinese and I don't know. I really don't. I'm eager to find out, just like everybody else. But, you know, like I said, my decisions, I had to look at what was best for me, my life, my family, and then moving forward with a good attitude in life. I don't want to, I got angry about a week ago at the same time everybody else did. And right? I was like, oh, and you want to rip your hair out and like scream, like, what is going on? And I went through that, and I ran the gamut of emotions, and I think I ran the gamut of, I was grieving, like, this is tough. And then, so yeah, watch Camden say goodbye yesterday, and everybody's just leaving, and it's hard to watch this change because somebody was using the terms, I think Camden used it too, it's the end of an era. And Misty was the one who said that, I think, back in the group the other day. But yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, we've known each other for so long. We've leaned on each other. We've cried on each other. We've complained on each other. We probably all talked about each other too. You can't work at PalFish and not get in the gossip chain. It just doesn't work that way. So I'm saying goodbye, and I'm actually emotional about that. Most of you I have connected with on a great level, and I'll be seeing you in the future, and we're friends, and we've got, you know, we're staying in contact. Some of you I'll be working with, I'm sure, in the future. And I can't tell you guys enough. It has been one hell of a ride. I've been honored just to know you guys, to hang out with you, to fight with you from time to time, to argue with you from time to time, and probably, you know, I don't know what else to say. I just PalFish, wow, what a journey. And it's time to say goodbye. Sometimes all good things come to an end, and today, that day for me and PalFish has arrived. So I'll see you guys in the next video when I talk more about what's going on with my life. So for now, that's all I got. I love you guys. God, I love you guys. This is so hard. Imagining a world without a PalFish chat room to go to every day is weird. So until next time, good luck to all of you. You know what? As you make this decision, whether to stay or go, really, you know, make it for the right reasons. And when you leave for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like, take your time, and don't make choices in anger. Make choices that are best for you because they're best for you. You never have to apologize for that when that's your reasoning. You know what I mean? And you can be honest about everything, and that's very helpful. So good luck to you guys, no matter what you do. If you're staying, if you're going, if you're moving on, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.